There's consciousness, which is the mind, the spiritual eye, if you like. Consciousness, that which you see, the eyes, the mind, the awareness. Below that, there's the communication, the voice, the mouth. We commune, we communicate. So it's below that is the heart. The heart is all the feelings, love, and so forth. Below that is the stomach, satisfaction, contentment, peace, shalom, fullness. Below that is life, creativity, joy. And below that is the foundation, integrity, hope. So we're from foundation, body, to consciousness, crown. Well, the consciousness leads up to the crown, of course, but in a sense you can't touch that. You transcend into it. And in a sense, it's one way. In as far as you don't need to return, you see. You've had the childhood, you've been there, done that. You don't need to go through it again. Yes, you do carry on changing from glory into glory in heaven, that's true. I guess it would be an avatar that chooses to come back, and he disrobes so that so that he in your understanding will be less than God, in case you worship him instead of God. And notice I'm adding this here from about, 20 seconds onwards, 30 seconds. I'm adding this note. I'm sort of correcting myself. I know you can see it's a recording of a couple of years ago. It's got an old number on it. It's the one that was next after the last recording here that had a number with it. It has its value, but it's not the fullness that perhaps would be better now. So one adds to it, or corrects it, or adjusts, or leads on to what it implies. You see, the whole plant is forever growing. We are wonderfully and fearfully made. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Dad. Yes, and I want to add something on the joy thing too. There's tremendous joy in the child, the newborn. There can be tremendous peace. We tend to think of the child as crying when they come into the world, but that's not always the case. They have a trouble-free birth. And they bring the peace from heaven with them. Wow. There's a lovely thought. That's right, stress-free birth. Look, there's a lot of joy around. There's joy in childhood. There's joy in life, the fullness, the experience, the newness of life. There's joy in school. Joy with mum. Joy with dad. Joy in the shalom, the fullness, the plenty of life, the prosperity. There's joy in loving, giving. Joy in singing, worship, songs of joy, songs of praise, carols, songs of joy. In understanding, tremendous joy in coming to know and to understand. And of course in transition, wow, like conversion, it's just over the top as regards joy. Perhaps it's ideally a continual increasing joy from base to crown. We think of making love, for instance, tremendous joy. And ideally, in some sense, then a child is the consequence, is born. I mean, it's intense moment of joy and satisfaction in climax. The two of you are just loving each other utterly. And the transition out into heaven, fantastic joy, fantastic joy. Thank you, Dad. Well, I didn't think I'd come to say that. I was wondering whether this was a very short, older recording, 2 years back, as I've said. And I thought, it doesn't have thank you, Dad, at the end. I must have just broken off, not. Perhaps I was interrupted or didn't quite know where to go with it next. And I picked it up now a couple of years later. And it's taken it to glory. It's a quick sketch, isn't it, of what life is about here. Ideally, in the love of God, our Dad. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.